Drug polymorphism affects the drug solubility, drug manufacturability of the drug product, and it affects bioavailability. That's why the polymorph play a critical role in the drug product development. Polymorphism affects safety and efficacy of the formulation. So many of the times there are patents on the drug substance polymorphism. These patents are based on to the understanding about the polymorphic forms, and the patents claims are made to have the exclusivity on the research. Also, the patents on polymorphism can keep the generic applicants away for some time, and that's why these polymorphism patents give the business advantages. Welcome to this video on patents for the drug substance polymorphism and impact on the generic development. Let's start with some introduction. So, polymorphs are the crystalline forms of the same drug substance. Polymorphism refers to the ability of the solid drug substance to exist in multiple crystalline forms. You might have heard regarding different polymorphs, polymorph A, polymorph B, like this you might have heard somewhere. So these are the different polymorphs of the same drug, and these polymorphs have the distinct physical properties like solubility, dissolution, and stability. Some of the polymorphic forms are more stable, some of the polymorphic forms are less stable. The different polymorphs have different bioavailability also. So these polymorphs affect not only the physical properties but also the biological properties and the pharmacological properties. The chemical structure of the polymorphs remains same, but the arrangement of atoms in the crystal lattice differs. Many of the times the new drug substances are studied for the polymorphism and the polymorphs are patented. Patentability of the polymorphs. So, since the polymorphs are variations of the existing drug, patenting the polymorph is complex process. There are some legal requirements for the polymorphic patent like novelty, non-obviousness, and inventive step. Novelty. The polymorph must be new and not previously disclosed. So novelty is required. Non-obviousness. The discovery must not be an obvious extension of the existing knowledge. And inventive step. It must demonstrate significant improvement such as better bioavailability, stability, or solubility. These are the legal requirements for patenting the polymorph. Now, strategies for patenting the polymorphs. So, how these polymorphs are patented by the researchers? First mover advantage. Patenting the first identified polymorphs establishes the early protection. Then extending the market exclusivity. New polymorph patent help to extend drug monopoly beyond the original patent. Sometimes the new chemical entity is patented, and after that the new polymorphic forms are patented. Then patenting the polymorphs can help to prevent the generic entry or delay generic applicants entry or delay the generic product entry into the market. Patents on polymorphs prevent generic manufacturers from using the same crystalline form. If there is a patent for the polymorphic form, then generic applicants must need to use the crystalline form which is not patented, or they can go for the amorphous form, so that the generic product is not infringing the patent of innovator or the patent of the researcher. Then this is short information regarding the Indian patent law and polymorphs. Uh, Prevention of evergreening. Indian law rejects patents on polymorphs unless they show significant therapeutic benefit. Requirement for increased efficacy. Polymorph must demonstrate enhanced efficacy to be patentable. Challenges for pharma companies. India's strict patent laws limit polymorph patentability, impacting global strategies. Now, impact on generic drug development. So, manufacturing challenges are there. Generics must create alternative polymorphs that do not infringe on patents. There are some legal risks. Producing a patented polymorph can lead to infringement lawsuits. And regulatory hurdles are there. Agencies like FDA require comprehensive polymorph characterization for approval. The polymorphic study is required in the generic drug development and application. Which polymorph is being used, whether that polymorph is retained in the finished formulation, and whether that is written on the storage. That means stability studies for the polymorphic forms is required. In conclusion, we can say that polymorph patent help to extend exclusivity, but it creates challenges for the generic drug markets. Regulatory agencies require detailed polymorphic characterization, adding complexity to the drug approval. Generic companies must strategically develop alternative polymorphs while ensuring safety and bioequivalence. Many of the times, the generic applicant fail to demonstrate the bioequivalence or may fail to demonstrate the stability. Understanding the patent landscape is crucial for both innovators and the generics in the pharmaceutical development. Many of the times, it is observed that using the different polymorph doesn't provide the bioequivalence or doesn't demonstrate the bioequivalence or doesn't demonstrate the stability or the shelf life. Many of the times the alternative polymorph than the patented polymorph is very difficult to manufacture. This is the information on patents on the drug substance, polymorphism and impact on the generic development. Whenever you are working onto the generic formulation, always understand regarding this polymorphism. Always study the reference formulation for polymorphism, study the drug substance, and also study the generic product at initial stage and in the stability, so that you know or you will know that the polymorph is being converted or retained. Polymorphism plays the important role in the manufacturability, in the bioavailability or bioequivalence and stability. That's why it is very important for the generic development. Thank you for watching this video.